Hello all and welcome to a post-work beer review. Wasn't planning on doing a post-work beer review this week, but it's yeah, just got through half the week and it's been a bad week, and I don't go into details of my job. When it's a bad week, it basically makes me question my continued existence on this earth, as well as the continued existence of humanity, rather than my boss sucks, which is kind of funny because my bosses are pretty nice. It's just so very wearying. Um, let's just say my job is the kind of job that a thick-skinned person should be doing. A very thick-skinned person should be doing. I am not a thick-skinned person. I've kind of fell into doing this, and now it's my profession. I really wish I hadn't fallen into it, but that's life sometimes. And that's why there's beer. So, what are we reviewing? Well, I reviewed this back in the beginning of my beer review days, and I haven't had it too much since then, but like all, good Pilsners, it's what I find myself craving the most. After a hot day working in the yard or a hot day at work like me. And, you know, um, it just hits the spot. It's beer flavored beer. And Bitburger um, is kind of, I guess, what passes for a mass market beer in Germany. This is their special German Soccer Cities edition. So it's got like the football here. I'm sure they call it football in Germany and basically everywhere else in the world. And a bunch of things from cities. Berlin, Cologne, Munich, Frankfurt. Frankfurt, that's where my mom was born. She's not German. She was just from a military family, so they were in Germany at the time. But yeah, I always wanted to visit Germany, but I've never picked up quite the appreciation for the German language as I did for most of the Romance languages and Japanese. it, 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 it just it's not one of the ones I wanted to learn in my life. That's just it. And it's already like 3 minutes in, so yeah, let's just go and pour this one out, alright, shall we? This is 4.8 ABV, so nicely crushable. Pouring it into this one because this is a 16 ouncer. Otherwise, I would pour it into my Pils glass. Come on. Oh, so close. So close. Okay. So beautiful, nicely carbonated golden yellow. Look at that carbonation go. Creating a thick, fluffy, white head. Ah. Got your herbaceous, spicy hops. Very much noble hop smell. Noble hop smell being herbaceous, spicy, with lesser notes of floral and skunkiness. Underneath that, crackery malts. Onto the palate now, shall we? A bracing, crisp bitterness up front, with good carbonation bite. Some bready malt presence emerges in the mids to finish. No, crackery more, say. Crackery, slightly lemony. A nice clean finish, just some slight elements of those bittering hops in the long finish. Top note, those nice noble hops, tending more towards the spicy rather than the herbaceous in the top notes. As with every good German Pilsner, bracingly dry, only the slightest bit of malt sweetness to it in the mids. Very crushable, very refreshing. This is one I'm going to have to keep on returning to again and again. They just don't make, enough good German styles anymore. It's just disappointing to me, after doing this for what? More than 10 years already. My palate's evolved over time, and really, I just find myself gravitating towards these sessionable, very traditional styles out of, Europe, England, Germany, Belgium, saisons, pilsners, kolsches, brown ales. It's like I'm just so done with overproof beers at this point, you know? You just want a beer that is very satisfying, very well made, very clean, just hits the spot while you drink and, watch the game, I suppose, if you're the kind of person that does that, or socialize with friends, or I don't know, read German literature. Because why wouldn't I go and read Goethe while drinking a beer? Why wouldn't I? And so, yeah, I think you can find this at basically any decent beer shop. See here. No, I never actually checked the date on this one. 25/02/26, 24/2/27, 13/01. So I'm guessing it was made in February of 22. So, it's actually held up quite well for a beer that is now 6 months old. Usually you do expect a lot more, the hops to fade, but this one's kept pretty well sharp, Kudos to the brewer there. Which is, of course, Bitburger. Yeah. And that, folks, is your beer review for this evening. And my God, this beer has already lightened my mood by a good deal. Time for some cheese. Because there's always time for cheese and beer. And with that, folks, cheers.